green shit palace.
Nice. So hanging out here with Drosera, and just want to ask you guys a couple of questions here. See if I can actually read what the hell I wrote. So how did you guys wind up getting together?
You know, yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah,
he's got the best.
Yeah.
Kyle's the anchor.
I was in a band and I was playing bass, and I had a drummer named Sean Slavin, and I was with a guy named Shin McTavish, and we were trying to get a band together. And first thing we did was we were trying to get a singer, and we found Casey here.
Yeah, that's where I come into play. It's a really cool story. We, got there. We played 3 or 4 times. Then said drummer actually disappeared on us. We had no idea what was going on.
Actually, fucking, he got grounded because he failed Spanish.
Yeah, he got grounded.
He got grounded. So
the throes of high school.
The throes of high school. So there we are, without a drummer. And at this point in time, I'd asked Tommy to come along and guitar for us, because I was just doing guitar and vocals, and I wanted to focus more on the vocals, so I asked him to come over, and we started getting some stuff down. Still no drummer. Then, wasn't it you, Tommy, you got a hold of TC?
No, I think it was you, actually.
Yeah, you guys had posted a demo for Jimmy and the Well when Tommy was playing drums temporarily after you got Mike in.
Okay.
To try a guitar out. I guess that was the song he presented to you guys. And so I got a hold of Mike because I was friends with him in high school, and before you know it, I was there at the house playing with them, jamming, and they asked me to join the band.
And so there you have it. That's
a roast for Athena.
Hanging out, jamming, drinking underage.
Yeah, just
yes, amongst other things.
You can blame me for that.
And me as well. And a guy named Bruce Jordan.
Yeah. We all got a friend.
I hope you see this.
Rest in peace.
So Kyle is virtually the last man standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
He was the original.
Yeah. So at least most of you were, or if not all of you, were in Rose for Athena.
Yes.
Yeah, all of us were.
So that was actually the incarnation of this before.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We had we started with that group, and there was a group of what was it? There was 6 total.
Yeah, it was us 4, and then we had Mike Farrington on guitar. He's doing a rap thing now. Y'all should check that out. Goat Squad represent. And Tony Bradley, a dear friend of all of ours, was filling in on keyboards for a while there, because originally Kyle was writing all the keyboard parts and playing bass at the same time. And
being a madman.
Regular John Paul Jones, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Kid is ridiculous. He's not been playing as long as you would think he's been playing.
Yeah, like he surprises us all. But yeah, back to the question. Yeah, we it was totally. I mean, it was a good thing. Loved every bit of it. Obviously, we had to let people go in the process, and we had to see some people leave, part ways, and stuff like that. And that was really how our Rose for Athena was. I mean, we did tons of shows as a Rose for Athena. We actually had a good repertoire of people. Just fans on Facebook and stuff.
Going.
Yeah, we had a really good, but we all decided as a group that that's just where our turning point needed to be. As we dropped people and stuff, we really seen ourselves going a different route than a Rose for Athena entirely.
Right.
And so that's where the other name started coming up, and we decided that we don't want people to think just that we were a Rose for Athena, now we're this, but we are this is what came from a Rose for Athena.
Yep. Small town, word of mouth is detrimental.
Oh yeah, it can make you or break you.
By the way, we didn't, in case you didn't catch it before, we have Tommy, TC, and Casey, that's adorable by the way.
Thank you.
And Kyle, man, on the bass over there. Okay.
I was named after a pocket watch.
I was named after Tommy Lee, the drummer from Motley Crue.
I was named after that cat, the purple one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just
That-
Kyle.
The one with the teeth.
He's just
I
Kyle.
was
yeah.
named after the dude with the chopper in Magnum PI.
Nice. All right. So, so when you guys got started in music, I mean, when you decided you actually wanted to play, what was the main thing influencing you at the time? So start with you.
For me, it was honestly, I just had this drive to write music, and I was teaching myself for the most part, was what I was learning, but I would, keep wanting to play with other people. And then whenever Casey asked me to play guitar, I realized, this is my chance to actually collaborate, because I really liked the idea of it. Like, how can you make what I'm playing better than what it really is?
So
How can
you
improve it?
actually started, teaching yourself instead of actually learning covers.
Well, I started with covers at first, and then once I got that, it was pretty much just learning everything that I've gotten to where my style
What were
is.
some of the covers?
Honestly, it was a lot of Linkin Park at first. It was kind of funny. That's where I started. Then I started with Breaking Benjamin. Started playing that because I really liked the heavy style. Then my dad was like, "You should try to learn Megadeth and Slayer."
Nice.
And I started working on that shit. And then ever since then, I've just really wanted to play as as accurate and good as I can.
Say
But I
what
still
you
want
say
the
what
best
you
song.
want about Linkin Park, but it's still more difficult than Smoke on the Water or Back in Black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah.
And so cue this guy.
Yeah, so for me, growing up, there was always music around me. Like,
Nice.
my dad had a drum set and a couple guitars, a keyboard, a really nice stereo system. He had a big collection of cassettes of all sorts of rock from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. And I would listen to that stuff all the time, and I'd go and I'd beat on the drums, and I'd just go, and I'd throw the sticks across the room and put dents in the walls, and my parents hated it.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was the rock star thing.
It's
and,
showmanship.
yeah. And then years went by. I went into middle school, growing up in Florida, and I tried to join band, and I wanted to do percussion. They wouldn't let me do percussion. They were like, "You gotta try trumpet or something. We got enough percussion dudes." And it really bummed me out, so I transferred from band, and I just didn't do it. Moved up here in 7th grade, and once I got to Waynesville, I went to Waynesville Middle School, and one day, the marching band from Tuscola showed up and played at the football field down there.
Oh, yeah.
And it just blew me away, and it rekindled my spirit for music. I saw the drums, like I heard the suspended cymbal going whoosh, and it's like, I want to do that, I want to do all that. So I stopped going to Spanish class and started going to band class because they were the same period.
Nice.
And eventually the band director was like, "Hey, did you ever actually transfer classes?" I was just showing up, going to the back of the room where the percussion shit was and hanging out with the percussion kids, and there's like, we got to get that sorted out. And so he transferred me, got me in 9th grade year. I tried out and made drumline, and the rest is pretty much history.
Rudimental bastards. All right, and you, sir.
Well, for me, I had the Southern hospitality raising my whole life. So pretty much from the time I was born till about 16, 17, Sunday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, I was going to church. I was drugged, dragged, kicking, screaming. I was in every church sermon available. So, I mean, as you can imagine, and just so you know, the devotion that my parents are, they are Free Will Baptists. Don't get me wrong, love Free Will Baptists. And I know a lot of you are going, "Oh, those are the worst Baptists," but the one thing I can tell about them is they know when to cut the sermons off so you can eat afterwards. They can keep them short, just so you've got plenty of time to eat
Gotta
and
get
relax.
them collard greens.
Oh, yeah.
I was Southern Baptist till about 12.
Yeah.
So until the morning, my grandmother finally said, "If he doesn't want to go, don't force him."
Exactly, yeah. So there I was, I grew up in that kind of feel, and my dad is actually in a Southern bluegrass band.
Right.
He's been in several throughout his whole life. He plays a dobro.
A lot of those around here.
Yeah, a lot of those.